Morena, boys and girls, lovely to see you again. You guys at home and lovely children sitting on the mat.
Welcome.
So exciting to see you.
And it is lovely that we've got so many of our big people watching these videos, because what we talk about here is what we put in the books that you are colouring in so beautifully. So boys and girls, just a little note, if Marianne has drawn a picture, it's really lovely and it makes her heart sing when you coloured them in beautifully.
And I got so excited when I saw Andrew's picture, because each petal of the flower he did a different colour. That's a really nice way to do it. But yeah, use your special felt pens or your pencils, anything you've got to make those things look really pretty. It also helps with your learning too, doesn't it, Lynda?
Very much learning. Oh, we're learning lots of things, aren't we, guys?
Yeah.
And I know you guys at home are learning lots of interesting things.
Now, shall we sing Morena?
Yay!
Okay.
Morena, morena, morena conta, morena, morena, que te venha bem. And well done. Tena koe, hello to one and two. Tena koru, hello to two. Everyone. Tena koto, hello to all. Welcome everyone.
Kapai choice.
And welcome everyone.
Lovely singing, wasn't it?
Now Marianne, what have you got on your tray? Maybe we'll have a quick recap of what we talked about
Let's
yesterday.
have a little look.
It's good to revisit things.
It is, because that means you really, really learn, don't you?
Absolutely.
Talk about it again and again. Now this here, this is something Lynda bought from her house. It's a cabbage, it is. Now, I wonder if this is this a root vegetable, do you think?
No.
What kind of vegetable is it?
Leaf
It's a leafy
Good
vegetable.
on you.
You are so clever. Yes, it is. It's a leafy vegetable, and a good thing to do with this cabbage is you can put it in a salad, or you can cook it up, or
So it's lovely cooked and
Yeah.
it's lovely raw.
some
So-
people make like veggies and things and meat and they put it inside and they wrap it up
Mm,
like that and make a roll.
delicious.
It's really nice. So that's a really lovely leafy vegetable. That's right. Now I've got some other vegetables here. I know that you all at home and here know this
Carrot,
one. It is certainly a carrot.
It's looking a bit
It's
worse
looking a
for
bit
wear.
sad, that carrot, but it is still a carrot. And what kind of vegetable is a carrot?
A root.
A root vegetable. How do you know it's a root vegetable?
Because it grows under the ground.
Because it grows under the ground, whereas a leafy one grows
On top.
on top.
And Camilla, what's that? You actually said that before, didn't you?
Carrots.
And what colour is it?
Carrots.
Because you said it's an orange carrot. didn't
Orange
you?
carrot. Well done.
And this is
Camilla.
our little girl who spoke no English, what, 6 weeks?
Not long ago
No.
at all. And now she can say that that is an orange carrot.
So
Very
proud.
well done. So proud. Now, just to be tricky, Camilla, I've got these ones too. These two carrots here.
A carrot.
They are carrots too.
A boo. Boom boom's carrot.
Heirloom.
An
Clever
heirloom
boy.
carrot. That's right. That means in the old days, carrots weren't always orange. They were often these colours here, and then later on, we grew carrots that were orange to make them more appealing, apparently.
And brown
So
carrot.
these are heirloom
Love
carrots
carrots.
from the old days. So we've got the sort of purpley browny one and the yellowy one, which is a bit different, isn't it? And they still taste like our orange one. You can cook them up, you can make a roast, can't you? Or you can boil them up and mash them up. Some people mash them with this, and this is not a carrot, even though it looks like one. Do you know what that is?
Parsnip.
It's a parsnip, you're right. Now parsnip is similar to a carrot to look at, different colour, but tastes a little bit bitter. But when you mash it up with a carrot, put a bit of butter in, very yummy.
Delicious.
And these are all, oh, and I've got another one too, I've got to show you this one. This one is not a carrot or a parsnip, it's a beetroot. And inside this is a beautiful colour. Beautiful, what colour? You know what's inside of, what does beetroot look like?
Round.
Yeah, it's round, but the colour of beetroot.
Blue.
Sort of a bluey purple. If you think about beetroot that comes in tins, when you open the tin up, it's a real rich purpley purpley colour. So if I cut this open, you'd see the lovely purple colour. And you can ball this up and chop it up and eat it in a salad, or you can roast it, can't you?
And that's really cool, Marianne,
You can
because
see the
you
root.
can see it's a root. That's the top of it, and that's the top part of the root, and then it comes down into the ground. But it's a special type of root. Who can tell me what it is?
Like these ones.
They're called,
Starts with a T.
Root vegetable.
it's a root vegetable, absolutely, but the
Starts
type
with
of
a
root,
T here. T.
T-
Toe. Toe.
Nearly.
Toe.
That's right, a taproot.
taproot,
Spot on.
absolutely, tap,
That's called
like a little
taproot.
tap, but it means that it comes in them. The root isn't made up of little bits,
No, there's a few little bits, but the main part is the taproot there.
and that's the part you munch or cook.
Sure is.
Ah, to the treat.
But did you know I've got a couple of other root vegetables to show you?
I wonder if our boys and girls will know what they are.
Well, shall I describe one?
Oh, that's a good
Okay,
one.
we'll play a describing game. Now the one I've got behind my back is about this big, about that big.
Potato.
It's you are so good. Did you see behind my back? It's this creamy yellowy colour, and it's a potato. That's right.
Hakima.
It's not a kumara, but good try.
A potato.
It's a potato, and you can tell it's a potato because it's this colour. Although I've heard potatoes, and I've tried them too. They come in a red colour too, don't they?
Do you know, Marianne, you can buy a big bag from the supermarket, and just like those heirloom carrots and the heirloom tomatoes, there's black ones and red ones and orange ones,
Yes.
and they are absolutely delicious.
Heirloom potatoes.
Heirloom, that's that heirloom, meaning very old. They were around in the olden days, even before Lynda was born.
like great grandmother days.
Yes.
Long time ago. So that's a potato, and you can see it's got these little bits on it, all those little bumps. And when you eat a potato, you peel it, don't you? You peel it with a peeler. Well, some people don't, but they scrub them. But you peel this with a peeler and get rid of all the little lumps and bumps. But if you didn't peel this potato and you actually took it into your garden, you planted it in the soil, do you know what will come out of all these little bumps here? A little tiny shoot. And this would grow into a potato plant, and then later on, after a long, long time, you'd be able to pull up the plant and find a whole lot more potatoes. So this is a seed as well.
Wow.
Pretty cool, eh?
And Marianne's made a beautiful diagram, which we're going to show you in a minute. But
Well, I've got one
before
more
we do, we
vegetable.
might look at the other vegetable, because
Got
this is
one
what we're
more
going to do
behind
there.
my back.
We're going to do something really special with this kumara, like we did to the carrot the other day. We're going to put it in some
Water.
water
Ooh,
and see what happens.
I love doing that. That's really cool. So this is certainly a kumara. You can tell it's a kumara. It looks a bit like a potato, but kumaras are often this purpley colour. But again, they do come in orange and,
And
whitey
yellow
colour.
and-
Yellow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a traditional looking kumara, isn't it? Most of them are this colour,
Mm-hmm.
but they do come in a rainbow just like the others,
They do.
which is really, really
special.
cool. So that's my kumara, that's my potato. They are also root vegetables.
So they're a bit like the carrot. They grow
grow
under
under
the
Soil under the ground.
Okay. Well, Marianne, I thought we might sing our growing song,
That would be really cool.
because we are experts. You listen, boys and girls at home, you can hear the boys and girls singing the days, and we're going to listen to you singing the days of the week too.
Good way to learn the days of the week.
I'm growing, growing every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And do you know little plants that are growing, and boys and girls that are growing, like you at home, you grow every day. Your hair grows, your what else grows? Your muscles grow, your fingers, and some people, their teeth are growing. Not mine, because I'm too old, but there are lots of boys and girls at home, and you don't just stop growing on a Saturday. You grow every day of the week, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay,
Taller and
so
taller and taller.
absolutely.
Until you're an adult, and then you stop growing, don't you, Lynda?
Well, absolutely. Sometimes you go out that way,
Yeah, but
not
that's a
that
different
way.
story. Don't mention donuts.
Now, isn't this beautiful? Marianne is just amazing with her charts.
Like making charts.
Now, what kind of vegetable is potato, everybody?
Is it a leafy one?
Or is it a root?
Root.
Because why? Because it
And
grows underneath the soil. So, Marianne, can you tell us a little bit about what you drew here?
Well, we've got a potato plant, and you can see the lovely green leaves and the stalk there, and the lovely green leaves. And after the potato grows, lots of green leaves, and it gets some little flowers. After the flowers die down, beneath the ground, something really exciting is happening. Little tiny potatoes start off tiny like this, and they grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the plant dies down, and you come along, if you're a farmer, or maybe you've got potatoes just in your garden at home, and you harvest your potatoes by pulling the leaves up and getting a big surprise on what's underneath.
And sometimes the farmer has to dig
Yeah,
and
with a
dig
fork
and dig
sometimes.
with a fork, and sometimes he pierces the potato because he can't see them.
I know, that's so disappointing.
Not good.
You've
But
got to
they
be
have
careful.
special things now to
They do.
bring up and shake the dirt.
But if
and
you're harvesting it at home, be careful because you
Yes.
don't want to make a hole in it
there's nothing more beautiful than potatoes that come straight out of the ground.
at Christmas time.
my own purple stain.
That would be
Could
handy.
use that.
I got it for Christmas.
That sounds
So
wonderful.
awesome. It's nice to have gardening things.
Now, guys, yesterday we talked about rice, and remember, rice isn't actually a vegetable, it's a grain. But we wanted to show you what it looks like. That's called a what kind of root? It's a root
What kind of
vegetable.
root?
What kind of root? A
Tap.
tap root. But this one is called a fibrous one. So this has got
Fibrous.
lots and
Sort
lots.
of fluffy, isn't it?
Lovely, lots and lots. And Marianne drew, instead of a root vegetable, she drew a grain. And we eat grains, and they grow on stalks and leaves and
Yeah.
from a stem.
And look at all the little tiny grains.
The rice.
They
Now,
are rice.
I have bought, I might keep that there though, because I want to show the boys and girls. I bought some little grains of rice. And these are little brown
So they would
grains
have
of
come off the plant
rice.
like this, wouldn't they, Lynda?
And they would have shaken them off like that.
Amazing.
And rice can be, I'll just show the boys and girls, and I've got some beautiful white rice here.
Do you want me to open it? Oh, you're right. Here we
I
are.
managed it. My funny old hands. And there we have beautiful white rice.
We
Different kinds of rice.
Mm.
eat white rice.
White rice is very good for you, and brown rice is even better. So, do you know what I do at home?
Mix it up, I bet you.
Steve Wilder likes white rice. That's hard to say, white rice, and I like brown. So when I put it into my rice maker, because I'm not the greatest cook, you can see the white, and it goes all fluffy and big. So those are those tiny little grains I showed you, and they've grown into nice fluffy
So they
white
swell up
rice.
when the water goes
They
on.
do,
It's so
Marianne.
cool.
That's,
Did you know you can get black and red
you
rice
can
too?
actually too.
Both
So it
of
must
mine
be
buy that.
heirloom rice.
I think they are heirloom rice.
From long ago. So boys and girls, we've found this special book which we're going to have a look at a bit later in the week, which is really interesting, but it really isn't a vegetable. Rice is a grain.
Right.
A grain. So that's
But it's
something
still
interesting.
really yummy too.
And we can eat it, and it's healthy, so
And
it's
it
all
goes
good.
really well with vegetables.
It does.
So there you go.
Okay, my sweethearts, now Marianne talked about the farmer digging up the potatoes and digging up those kumara and digging up all those delicious vegetables, and then the farmer takes them to the market, sometimes markets, like a place where there's little stalls and people can buy, and they take their bags or baskets and fill them up. But most vegetables go to the shops, to a fruit shop, fruit and veggie shop,
Yeah.
or the supermarket.
Yeah, true.
So let's sing about that farmer. Let's act out what he's doing.
Okay,
Okay?
start off with planting the seeds, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Great.
The farmer plants the seeds. The farmer plants the seeds. beautiful vegetables.
We do.
And we get these type of vegetables which are called
Or
root vegetables. And they've got a tap root, that funny word, a bit like a tap that we turn on.
funny name.
The vegetables are here, the vegetables are here. Hi ho the dairy-o, the vegetables are here. Ready for us to eat. Oh, before we eat, we've got to what?
Wash them.
Yes, but before we wash them, we've got to
Pick
pick them. The farmer picks the crop, the farmer picks the crop. Hi ho the dairy-o, the farmer picks the crop. Now it's time for us to munch them. And boys and girls, every vegetable you eat is so good for you, and that's why we really, really want to thank those farmers for and our mummies and daddies that have vegetable gardens too, because
And
they're
it's
even
really
better.
good to eat a rainbow of colours, they say.
It is, and that's probably why those heirloom vegetables are very
Extra
good for us.
Yeah,
Extra good.
all these colours.
Look at the beautiful colours.
I
They're
know.
nothing. Now it's time to eat. Now it's time to eat. Now I hold the dairy-o. Now it's time to eat. I got so involved with thinking about eating those beautiful vegetables. Well, my little sweethearts, we can't wait to see you tomorrow. We're going to have a big close look at our beautiful vegetables. See if you can have a peep, ask Mummy first or Daddy, in your refrigerator or your pantry and see if you've got some of these vegetables and see what wonderful dishes you or Mummy can make that you can eat to stay healthy and strong.
And grow.
Absolutely, every day, every day.
Absolutely.
Until next time,
Happy day. Bye-bye.
love you guys.
Yeah.